All right. Welcome to our third lesson on quadratic expressions. Quadratic expression. And in our last class, we began to look at multiplying binomials to get a quadratic expressions, and we want to continue that today, and we want to look at special examples of binomials and multiply them to form quadratic expressions. Notice here in our previous examples, all the values of a was 1. All the values of our x, the coefficient of our x values, they were 1. Right? Here, in this first example, they are more than 1. Here we have 3 and 2. How do we go about? We go about it the same steps. Mathematics is simple when we just follow the step, know the rules, and follow those rules. Now, look what we have here. So in this case, we will multiply 3x times 2x minus 6 plus 4 times 2x minus 6. Same steps. So now we multiply 3x times 2x, right? We know that 3 2's will give us 6. And x times x will give us x squared. Then 3 times 6 will give us 18, so that will give us negative 18x. 4 times 2, 8x. 4 times 6 will give us minus 24. So let's check and let's simplify. Here we have minus 18x plus 8x. And we said that when the two signs are different, we subtract and the answer takes the sign of the bigger number. So we have a negative 18 and a positive 8. So 8 from 18 will give us 10. And since the 18 is bigger than 8 and the 18 is negative, our answer will be negative. So we have 6x squared minus 10x minus 24 for our answer. Our next example, we have x plus 4 times x plus 4. Here we have the brackets are the same. Now when the brackets are the same, that is known as a perfect square. When we multiply x times 4 times x times 4, we can rewrite it like this. Or if we see it written as this is what it means. What we must not do, what we must never do, that when we have x plus 4 squared, this is not your answer. Lots of times persons give this as the answer. Give the answer given as x squared, and then 4 4's will give us 16. This is wrong, wrong, wrong. It is incorrect. Do not do this. That is very unmathematical. Right? So must never just square the x and square the 4. We expand it like this and then multiply as a binomial. So what we do, we have x times x plus 4 plus 4 times x plus 4. So x times x will give us x squared, x times 4. 4 times x, and 4 times 4 will give us 60. And then we add our 4x plus 4x. So then we end up with x squared plus 8x plus 60. Alright? So that is a perfect square. This is a perfect square. Here we have another perfect square. We have x minus 5 times x minus 5. Alright? X minus 5 times x minus 5. And we go the same steps as we did before. X times x minus 5, take 5 times x minus 5. So here we have x times x will give us x squared, x times minus 5 minus 5x, minus 5 times x, minus 5x, and minus 5 times minus 5 will give us positive 25. So now we have x squared, take 10x plus 25 as our final answer. Alright, and then we want to do one more, which is another special one. I will tell you why it is special in a moment. Let's multiply it and see. So now we have x times x plus 4, and then minus 4 times x plus 4. So here we have x times x will give us x squared. X times 4 will give us 4x. Negative 4 times x. And negative 4 times positive 4 will give us negative 60. Now we have negative 4x plus, or positive 4x, take 4x. Now, positive 4x, take 4x, that will give us 0. So what we're left with is x squared, take 60. X squared, take 60. Now, why is this special? Now, anytime we have a binomial expression where we have x plus 4, and or x minus 4 and x plus 4, the signs are different. The result will always be in this form. X squared minus 16 will always be in this form. B will be equal to 0. So there will be no value for B in here, or the value for B here is 0. And the special name given to this is the difference of two squares. And we will talk about that a little bit or more in a later video, but this is known, the special name for this is the difference of two squares. Alright, so what I will encourage you to do is the worksheets that you will have based on the binomial expression, that you go and you practice and practice, and when you finish practicing, check the answers to see if you are correct. So I encourage you that maths, you get better at it when you practice more and more. See you in our next video when we will deal with the factorization of quadratic expressions.